Celebrate good Obama, come on! Oh, politics and Pokemon, what is this? Bringing you a Pokemon battle today against Sam8798, and I got this using my Baton Pass team. Actually, it's not really a Baton Pass team, but Ninjask is there, he has Baton Pass, and that's what he does. I don't think there's any other real purpose for Ninjask unless you're NBZ and then you have a choice banded one. That's fine. That can also work at times, but I prefer the Home Claws, Baton Pass kind of stuff. Purely because of speed boosts, I guess, but I'm going to start off here with Bane's Cat. Now, I half suspect that he's choice Scarfed if he's going to lead with this. So I figure, okay, I'll go into Lampent, either take a Focus Blast or a Trick, and then hopefully go from there. But now I figure, okay, I'm still assuming at this point that he is choiced in some way. So I am going to go for my own trick and trick this incoming Absol, the choice specs, which it will definitely not appreciate. That being said, I have seen a choice specs Absol before, which definitely did catch me off guard, as you'd expect. But now I get his zoom lens or wide lens or whatever that was. I think it's the one that gives you extra critical hit ratio chance. I don't even know if that's legal to have, but you'll see how it comes into play a bit later. Now I go into Pineco to take whatever physical hit, and now he brings in his Torterra. Now I could have potentially stayed in and just kept setting up layers of spikes, but I kind of figured he'll go for rocks this turn, so I thought, alright, in before rocks, get in Ninjask, and then hopefully go for a setup from there. But it turns out he's a more offensive variant. Probably leftovers, but he does have the Rock Polish, so, you know, Rock Polish, Stone Edge, Earthquake, and either Seed Bomb or Wood Hammer. That's kind of what I'm expecting. And I kind of thought, given that the only thing he has to hit Ninjask with is Stone Edge, I can keep subbing down, and eventually, chances are he's probably going to miss one. That's kind of the downside of Stone Edge, I guess, but now I figure, okay, I got up a sub, I don't want to try and set up even more, so I may as well take the opportunity to switch out into Bane's Cat. I assume he predicts this because he does go for a Seed Bomb, which probably wouldn't have even broken Ninjask's sub. But now I'm in here with Bane's Cat, full HP, about +7 speed or something. I don't know what I was at. The attack boosts and the accuracy boosts obviously have no benefit. Actually, did I get up a Home Claws? I forget. Point is, I have the plus speed, and now in comes Bastiodon, and the reason I kind of sped that whole bit up was because it kind of gets wasted here, as you'll see. Not entirely wasted, but, you know, I go for an Ice Beam to scare up the Torterra. In comes Bastiodon. HP fighting nearly takes it down, but Bastiodon has ridiculous special defense, so he's able to take that and roar me out there. Now, I go into Pineco here, luckily, and I figure I may as well just go for some layers of spikes just to get them up there. I mean, he hasn't set up rocks yet, so I have no reason to go for Rapid Spin. Now, he rolls me out into my Corsola, and I kind of thought, okay, he'll probably want to go for rocks this turn because Corsola, I don't know if it will take it out. It probably would take it out, to be fair, so potentially I could have maybe stayed in there and gone for Scald, but I decided to go into Ninjask and hopefully set up again. But I assume he either predicts that or he doesn't want to, like, he lets Bastiodon die, essentially. He didn't want to switch. So, whatever, either way, Bane's Cat's in here, and I figure I will go for a sub, either predicting a switch or the Stealth Rocks, and he does indeed go for the rocks. That lets me get off an HP fighting on the Bastiodon just to take him out. And I do have the sub up, which is great, because he does also have a couple of things which can definitely outspeed me. And I thought, if I can get the opportunity to get a sub set up, I may as well try and go for it. Not really too worried if he does get up rocks, as I do still have Pineco. Now here, because he switched out earlier, I definitely thought he was choice Scarfed. I don't know why I assumed that, because he could also be choice Specs, and in which case it would probably be a speed tie, so I don't really know. I don't know why I assumed he was Scarfed, but turns out he's leftovers, and I disable nothing like an idiot. Now I switch out and go into Lampent to take a Focus Blast, hopefully, and he ends up going for Wish. That's fine. Now, being that he has Wish, I assume that he has pretty decent special bulk, so this turn when I go for a Fire Blast as opposed to a Shadow Ball, which I probably should have gone for, I still don't know why I went for Fire Blast here. Maybe I was predicting some switch, or maybe I thought I was still choiced. But I go for Fire Blast, get the crit there thanks to the Absol item, whatever it was called. Take him out here. Now this turn confused me. Absol comes in. Absol is a huge threat. Massive threat. This is Sephiroth embodied in a Pokemon, right? Huge power. Definitely pretty fast. High attack. And Lampent somehow outspeeds. Don't ask me how. Now in comes Wheezing, and I missed the Fire Blast, but, you know, I don't feel too bad because I feel like Lampent should have died last turn anyway. I still don't know why that happened, but... Yep, Lampent dies, whatever. Bring in the Pineco just to rapid spin away the rocks and go from there. Now, I think he gets his own revenge crit here, which I don't even know if it mattered, really. Wheezing has reasonable special attack. I think it's like base 85. And it's a Sludge Bomb, and Pineco's physically defensive. It may or may not have mattered, to be honest, but... I bring in Corsola. Now, the one thing that Corsola loves doing is taking Thunderbolts from Zeb Strikers, from Electrodes. You name it, he'll take it. Unless it's a grass move, Corsola can normally take any kind of special attack and retaliate back with the Mirror Coat. Now, the great thing about Mirror Coat with Corsola is it does have access to Regenerator, so you can take a hit, Mirror Coat it back, and then switch out when they bring in a counter. So you're essentially back to near-ish full again, so it is pretty good. Pretty useful Pokemon. So I take out the Wheezing there with the Scold, and in comes the Ludicolo. And I thought, damn, not good. Ludicolo is going to destroy my entire team if I'm not careful. Now, I don't think I predicted him to go for Rain Dance, but I didn't necessarily predict him to go for Giga Drain. I thought, oh, maybe he'll go for Ice Beam over predicting or something. But no, it turns out he does go for Rain Dance, and that may have been a saving grace there. Otherwise, this Ludicolo could have possibly swept me there and then. Maybe... Actually, I guess Zvylus would have taken an Ice Beam either way, but... You know, I go into Zvylus now to take the Giga Drain, and this point is essentially just me switching between 2 or 3 Pokemon just to try and stall this guy out of Toxic. I have Zvylus, which can take the Hydro Pump or the Giga Drain. I have Corsola, which can take the Ice Beam. And I don't really want to lose either of them at this point, so just going to keep switching between them. Eventually he's going to die. And, you know, I kind of thought, okay, eventually he's going to predict this, so on the final turn here, I think I do just stay in with my Blitzkrieg, go for a Crunch, and just let him die to his poison, I guess. I think he does die to Life Orb anyway, but... Yeah, whatever. Got my Zvylus in here, and he does have, I think it's 1 or 2 left. Rain stops, which is great. Now he brings in the Torterra, which I'm not really too worried about. If he does get up a Rock Polish, he probably outspeeds my entire team, but even then, it's not too powerful, so not really that worried. Now, the cruel irony here is that I hit the Crunch with Hustle, and he misses the Stone Edge again, which I feel bad for, but he pays back for it next turn with the miss on the Crunch. So that's fine. Zvylus goes down, and I believe I have my Bane's Cat, and... who else do I have left? I forget, but I have Bane's Cat, that's the point. Bring him in here, and Torterra, you now have his permission to die. Go for an Ice Beam, which probably would have killed from full, and down goes the Torterra. So that will be the match. Bit of a haxy match, sort of on both sides there, with the Stone Edge and the Zvylus and the whatever. There was some crits in there as well, but I don't know, it was a pretty fun match. I always say that hacks tends to even out in the end, and I feel like it was reasonably even this match with the crits and the misses and whatnot. But I hope you guys enjoyed, it was a great match nonetheless. So with that being said, I will see you all next time. Goodbye.